Welcome back, my amazing artists. So guess what this weekend is? It's Halloween! Yeah! So people everywhere are getting their costumes ready and their candy ready, and they're starting to put up some decorations around their house. Well, if you notice behind me, I've made some paper lanterns. So we're going to learn all about this artwork, and then we're going to do some paper cutting construction. So, fun fact, did you know that we live right here in Massachusetts, up in the United States, but paper lanterns were invented all the way around the world to a place called China. So it's a very cool tradition that we're going to learn about today. All right, follow along with me. Traditional paper lanterns were invented in China. They are used to decorate the outside of their homes and streets, as well as inside their houses. They are especially popular during Chinese festivals and holidays. Since we're celebrating a holiday, we're going to make some paper lanterns into some beautiful designs. If you don't celebrate Halloween, you can still learn how to make it and then decorate it however you would like. So let's grab your paper packet and some scissors and glue because we're going to do some paper construction today. So for this project, you are going to need your paper packet. You're going to need to cut and glue today, so either glue stick or glue. And then if you have it handy, a staple is helpful, but it's not necessary, just to let you know. Okay, so decide what kind of paper lantern do you want. Do you want to make a pumpkin? You're probably going to need a orange piece of paper and green for leaves or brown for a stem. If you want to make a ghost, you're going to use white, and I'm going to need some black to cut out. If you want to make a witch, you could do like a green face and then a purple hat. So it's really up to you. I'm going to use white and make a ghost because I think that'll be easiest for you to see how I make it. Okay. So this is the paper I'm going to use for my lantern. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it this way. See where my hands are on the side? I'm going to now push my hands together. And then what I do is see my corners. I want to line them up, hold it down, and then I squish and push. Okay, I'll show that again. Grab your hands on the outside, fold, line up my corners, and then squish and push. Okay, I call this the hot dog bun fold because it looks like a giant hot dog bun. If I went this way, it would be shorter, more like a hamburger. So when I say hot dog bun, this is what I mean, a long hot dog bun. All right, so there's a part right here we call the fold. That is the middle of the paper. So that's the part we're going to start cutting on. I like to put it at the bottom. So right here's the folds. That means I can open it and close it. Fold is at the bottom. All right, so I'm going to draw some lines now. So starting on the folds, I'm going to draw a straight line up, 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 but not all the way to the top. Because what would happen if I cut that line? It's going to fall off. So I do not want to go past that. And I'm going to make lines all the way down. Up, stop. Up, stop. So now what I'm going to do on those lines is I am going to cut. So I'm going to cut right up to that spot, but no further, because if I went all the way, I would chop it right off and it would ruin my lantern. So all the way to the top and stop. All the way to the top and stop. So if I did it correctly, I have lots of cuts in the middle of my paper. So now to make a lantern, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one side and match it up to the other side, and that's what makes the lantern shape. So what I need to do is I need to put some glue on here and here. So I'm going to use a glue stick today. You can use regular glue. Again, you can also staple the two sides together. See that nice big purple dot? And then I'm going to wrap it around and glue together.
All right. And now the hard part is I'm going to have to hold it till it sticks. So let's count to 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That should hold it. And now I have a very cool lantern. All right. So let's decorate our lantern. So now, since I want to make a ghost out of it, I need some eyes and maybe a spooky smile or a happy smile. So I'm going to draw on my black paper. So Sharpie is very hard to see on black. So I switched to a yellowish crayon or a white crayon you could use. And I'm going to make some ghost eyes. Some circles. Do I want a surprised face or do I want like a happy face? Let's do a boo face. There we go. A nice big circle again. All right, let's cut these out. Ah, love it. All right, so on my lantern, I'm gonna need to put some glue. So I always like to put it on the thing that I'm gluing. Okay, that makes less of a mess. So on your eyes and mouth, I'm not a lot. There's one eyeball. And another eyeball. I think I'm going to move it over. That looks pretty good. All right. And on my mouth, I think I'm going to put it down below, make him bigger. And that. Very cool. All right. I'm going to get another sheet of white paper out because I need a handle to hang it. So remember those strips that we did a couple weeks ago? I'm going to cut one strip off the side of a paper. That's all I need, just one strip. And then I'm going to glue it inside the top of my lantern, like that. So, one, two. Put it on the inside. Put it on the inside. All right, we got to hold it and count. Let that glue set. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, it's looking spooky. All right. And ghosts, sometimes they have strips on the bottom. So if you have things like tissue paper or crepe paper, streamers, those are always fun to add onto lanterns. You can actually make your own, like the one I had hanging behind me. If I just kind of crinkle it and crumple it, that's one way, kind of spooky like that. You can also fold it forward and back and forward and back. Forward and back, and that's going to make an accordion. So let's glue one on the bottom there. If you did a pumpkin, you could cut leaves and glue those on. You could make a jack-o'-lantern and do triangle cuts. So there's a lot that you can add to your lantern. Okay?
So I hope you enjoyed making your Chinese lantern. You can do it any way you want and do different characters for Halloween, or you can just make it pretty and even color the paper before you cut it. So I cannot wait to see what you come up with, and make sure you share it through the Google Classroom. All right, see you next week. Bye.